This is a look at the RESMED AirFit P10. This is one of the absolute favorite masks from RESMED. It has been around a long time. This is what it looks like in the starter or the pack that you start with. A lot of times until you know your sizing, so you're just going to pull your mask out. And this one even tells you that it's going to come with small, medium, and large size. They do make this, I believe, in the extra small still, which is one reason that people like it, is there is an option of a smaller pillow depending on how big your nose is and what you may need. And so a lot of times it's nice to get these sample packs in the beginning, just in case when they size you at the DME or at your provider, they say you're a size medium, then you always have the option to come in here. If you feel like you want to try a different size, you can always try the small, or you can try the large if you need to. Now the trick, this is the difference between the small and large, and now throw in this medium here. The trick is to get the right size that's not too small and not too big. You don't want one that's so large that it's going to push on the inside of your nose and cause you to be sore. But you also don't want one that's so small that it's not going to seal well for you. So you need to find the perfect size. But you can play around with it a little bit. I would say the one negative in my experience with this mask is it can cause some soreness, especially in the beginning, because you have to get used to these in your nose and the pressure from it. So this can cause sometimes some soreness, not for everyone, but it is possible. Usually if you continue to wear it, that will get better. You can use some water-based cream like CPAP creams or something to put in your nose to help a little bit. But again, you have to make sure that the sizing is correct. And they can help you with that at your provider's office or at the DME office. The reason why people like this mask is I think it is one of the smallest ones that you can get as far as what's on your face, because you have these little buds that go in the nose, and then the headgear is very small and light. This headgear, adjustable wise, does have the split in the back, and so a lot of people use this to kind of separate, to go high and low to help hold it in place, but it can also make it tighter or looser depending on where you put this. So play around with that a little bit. You don't want these so tight that they're going to push up on your nose, but you also don't want them to sag down. So use your headgear to play around with that a little bit to get it the right position on your head, but also the right tightness. And you would do that by separating and putting together the back part of this headgear. To remove the pillows, it's just a nice snug pull. And you'll see there's these little parts here that you're going to fit into the slits. It's hard to see on the headgear. Here you're going to line it up. Just have a little bit of a pop in so you can pull them out to wash these separately or change them out and then pop them into the headgear. Some people also like it because they like having this extra bit of tubing that's connected to the mask. Gives you a little bit more flexibility. There are exhausts on this mask on each side of the tubing. You will feel some air coming out of there. And then same with the N30 and the N30i, you can take off this fabric part of the headgear to wash it. So once again, you would need to tug down. There is a slit in here that you can take this off. You can take it off both sides, hand wash the headgear, or if you're changing out your headgear, that's true too. And then to put it back on, you would need to line it back up with the slit here. Not making that look easy, but it is. So line it up, tug it down, and then the trick is you need to make sure that this fabric goes all the way around this tab and kind of catches. And so make sure that it's nice and snug on there again. So again, this is the AirFit P10 mask. Very popular, probably one of the smallest masks that you can get. Not a lot to the headgear, but you can use it with the split in the back to make it tighter or looser and to stay on your head well. Smallest nasal pillows, and I do believe it still comes in the extra small, which a lot of people really like that if they have very small nose or nares for it to fit in. Again, sizing is on the bottom. Comes in 2 different colored headgears. One's a little bit smaller than the other. Should fit nice and snug. This is a great mask to start off with if you want smaller.